Yeah, it is another beautiful day as I welcome you to Menalights TV. We are continuing with the topic transformation, and today our subtopic under transformation is translation by a given. So we have the point P, which is x, y, and then the vector coordinates are A and B. So when you are given a vector and a point, for us to get the image, we need to add the vector to the point. So the vector plus the point will give you the point image. So here we can say that P, which is the point, plus the vector is equal to the P image. So this is the image. So for us to get the image, we need to add the vector to the point. So the point P is x, y, then plus the vector coordinates, which is A, B. So here, what we have is x, the x will be added to the A here, and then the y and B2 will be added to each other. So you have the x plus A, then y plus B. So when given a vector, we need to add a vector to the point to get the point image. Now let's look at an example. We have A, which is 2, 5, and then the vector coordinates is 3, 1. So this, for us to get the point image A, we need to add this vector coordinate to the point A, which is 2, 5. So it becomes 2, 5 plus the vector is 3, 1. So here what we have is the 2 will be added to the 3, so 2 plus 3. Then the 5 will also be added to the 1. So 5 plus 1. So 2 plus 3 will give us 5. And then 5 plus 1 will give us 6. So this becomes our image. Translate n, which is 4, 8 by the vectors. So first we have the first vector, which is negative 2, positive 3. So here, if n plus the vector is equal to the image n, the n image, then it means that what we have as n, that is 4, 8, we are adding the vector coordinates to it, that is minus 3, so minus 2, 3. So this becomes 4 plus negative 2, then 8 plus 3. So 4 plus negative 2 becomes 4 minus 2, then 8 plus 3 becomes 8 plus 3, same way. Then from there what we have is 4 minus 2 will give us 2, and then 8 plus 3 will give us 11. Now when you look at this, you realize that the coordinates of the x-axis, they are decreasing because of the negative. So it is what? Decreasing. So assuming this is my object, and then it is here. So when the coordinates of the x-axis is positive, it goes to this direction because we are sliding to the right. And when the coordinates of the x-axis are the coordinates of the x-axis is negative, is going what? Is going to the negative direction. So when you come to the y-axis, if we have it here, the coordinates of the y-axis, the vector coordinate or the translation vector is positive, then the object will be moving what? Upwards, or it will be sliding upwards. But when it is negative, it will slide what? Downwards. That's about translation by a given vector. So the same way, we are going to translate the same point by the vector, let's say the vector b, which is negative 4, negative 2. So here we have the point n plus the vector will give us the point image. So let's assume this is the second one, the point image. So it means that the point n is 4, 8. Then plus the vector coordinate. The vector coordinate, we have negative 2. We have negative 4, negative 2. So negative 4 here, and then negative 2 here. Then from there, what we have is, this becomes, the negative will have dominion over the positive. So we have 4 minus 4, and this becomes 8 minus 2. So 4 minus 4 will give us 0, then 8 minus 2 will give us 6. Now when you look at this result, you realize that the coordinate of the x-axis has decreased because we are sliding backwards 4 times. So you are standing on 4 and you are sliding 4 times becomes what? 0. Then that of the y-axis, we have 8, and then we are sliding downwards twice, and that becomes what? Now we have our graph board. So we want to use this graph board, and then we are going to plot the point. After plotting the point, we are going to translate that point by a vector. So translation means sliding. So it's either you push it this way or you push it up or push it down. So we are sliding. That's why some doors are having a slide door. You push the door before you enter. So windows you have to slide. That is the idea of translation. Now we have the point A 25, B 22, C 42. We are going to plot this point and join with a straight edge. So the first one A 25, the 2 is for x-axis. So 2, 5, that's our A, 2, 5. B is 2, 2, so 2, 2 is here. B 2, 2. And we have C 4, 2. So 4, 2 is also a C 4, 2. So we join the point to form the triangle. So this triangle that we have, we are going to translate it. We are going to translate this point by the vector -4, -2. So the vector plus the point will give us the point image. So we have the first point A, which is 2, 5, and then we are translating by the vector B, -4, -2. So this is the same as 2 plus -4 becomes 2 minus 4, because the negative will have dominion over the positive. We have the dominion over the positive here, so it becomes 2 minus 4. Then 5 plus -2 becomes what? 5 minus 2. So by doing so, what you have is when you deduct -4, when you deduct 4 from 2, you'll be left with -2. And then when you deduct 2 from 5, then you'll be left with what? 3. So here, our A1 here is -2, +3. Then we come to B. The coordinates of B are 2, 2, plus the translation vector, which is -4, -2. So the same way, we got 2 plus -4. So the -4 will have dominion over the positive. So it's 2 minus 4, then 2 minus 2. So 2 minus 2 will give us 0, and then 2 minus 4 will give us -2, 0 here. So that's my B1. Then come to C, the C which is 4, 2, then plus the vector -4, -2. So what we have is, that is 4 plus -4 will give us 4 minus 4. Then 2 plus -2 will give us -2 here as well. So it's the same as 2 minus 2. Then 4 minus 4 will give us 0. And 2 minus 2 will also give us 0. So that means our C1 is 0, 0. So we have the A1 2, -2, 3, B1 -2, 0, and then C1 0. You know that the coordinates of the x-axis here is what? +2. So you are starting on +2, and they say the vector coordinate is -4. So -4 means once you are standing here, you have to move to the left side 4 times. That is negative. So when I'm standing on 2 and I'm moving 4 times to the left, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's on what? It's on -2. Now the same way, the coordinate of the x-axis here, the translated vector here is what? Negative 2. So when I'm 2, I'm standing on 2 here on the y-axis. So when you are standing here, negative 2 means what? You have to come down. Negative means you come down. You not go to the top. You have to come down. Then once you are here, negative 2 means what? 1, 2. And that will be what? On 0. Because you are moving what? 2 steps. So now let's plot the points that we have. So the first one, A1, negative 2, 3. So negative 2, positive 3. We have it here. So that is my A1, negative 2, positive 3. Then we come to B1, negative 2, 0. So negative 2, 0. The x is negative 2, y is 0. So it's here. So my B1, negative 2, comma 0. C1, which is 0, 0. So this is where we have our 0, 0. We have it here. C1, 0, comma 0 is there. So now we are going to join the point to form the triangle. So now let's see what we have. Now when you look at this is the object and this becomes for the image. So when you look at it, it can be shifted from here to this direction. Now let me give you this explanation. Now when you look at A here, the point here is what? Is 5. It's on 5 here. That's for y-axis. It's on 5. Now because the translation vector is negative 2, so when you look at it, from 5, it has decreased to by what? By 2 steps. So from here you have 1, 2. That is why it is now on what? On 3. Let's translate the same point by the vector 1, negative 5. So the 1 here is for x-axis, and then the negative 5 is for y-axis. So the 1 here means the x will go to the right, and then the negative 5 here means the y will come down, will be shifted down 5 times. The x will go once, and then it will go to the right side once, and then the y coordinate of the y-axis have to go down 5 times. So when you have the point A, which is 2, 5, plus the vector 1, negative 5. So here we have what? A2, 2 plus 1 will give us 3. Then the 5 here minus the 5, because the negative 5 is the vector coordinate. It will have the meaning over the positive. So it becomes 0 here. So you have the A2, 3, 0. Then we come to B, 2, 2 plus 1, negative 5. So that will be 2 plus 1 will give us 3. Then 2 plus negative 5 is the same as 2 minus 5. That will give us what? Negative 3. Now when we come to C, C is 4, 2 plus 1, negative 5. So we have 1 plus 4 plus 1, that is 5, and then we have 2 plus negative 5, which is equals 2 minus 5, and that will give us a negative 3. So we are going to the graph board and plot this as well. So looking at it, the first one we have 3, 0. So the 3 is for x-axis, so 3, 0. We have it here. So this is my A2, 3, 0. The x is 3, the y is what? 0. Then we also have 3, negative 3. So we have 3 and negative 3 is here. 3, negative 3. That's my B2, 3, negative 3. So we have the 3, negative 3 there. That's my B2. And then the last but not the least, 5, negative 3. So we have 5 and then negative 3. So here the C2, we have the 5, negative 3. So let's join and see what is formed. So we have this. So this is the image that we have. Now when you look at this, the y-axis has decreased. So look at where it is standing, 5. Then because of the vector coordinate, which is -5, from here 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why here we have what it becomes what 0 here. Then that of the x-axis, it has increased by 1. So when you are on 2, increase by 1 is what? You now move to what? To 3. So that's how we have the translation, or it has been slide to what? To this direction. The x-axis is moving to the right or shifting to the right, the y-axis is shifting to what? Or sliding to the down. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Remember to subscribe to this channel, Menalights TV, for more updates. Menalights TV, when the sun rises. So our next lesson will be on enlargement by a scale factor. Stay tuned.